This is Sirach 22 and 23. Be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty, that thou may rejoice in his prosperity. Abide steadfast unto him in the time of his trouble, that thou mayest be heir with him in his heritage. For a mean estate is not always to be contemned, nor the rich that is foolish to be had in admiration. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, pushing this word with truth, sincerity, with charity, presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice. We who are ready to live salute you. So, I just want to go into this lesson about a mean estate. It could be financially, you could be financially brought low. You could be, brought low in many ways, right? You could be brought low in status. Um, you know, there's a lot of ways you could be brought low, but it says a mean estate is not always to be contemned. Sometimes being brought low because they got a saying in the world that says, I got nowhere to go but up. That's when you're like pretty much at rock bottom and you got nowhere to go but up, you know. And to quote my brother Murph Jeremiah from the Chicago camp, something to the effect, he says that when I'm brought low, I'm happy because I know the Lord's going to exalt me. There's been many times in my walk that I've been brought low in status or whatever. And it was not for me to be exalted, but me to just be out of the way, because there's been a lot of, how can I put this, house cleanings, all right, where heads were rolling. And in a lot of those situations, I was put out of the way. Sometimes I was on suspension. Sometimes I was or even I've even been kicked out the camp, to where I was just out the way of trouble, of a house cleaning. And so I take that as, what I'm reading. A mean estate is not always to be contemned, man. Being put in a bad or low situation, because the scriptures, they talk about, let me see if I can pull this. Right, this is Sirach 20 and 21. There is that is hindered through want, and when he taketh rest, he shall not be troubled, right? Yeah, so there's people, who are hindered from sinning because they don't have the means to do it. All right. I can't buy crack if I don't got no money. The Lord keeps his certain men on short leashes, you know what I mean? Because there's certain things that could hinder a man's walk. Sometimes power can hinder a man's walk. Some people are in this thing for a position, All right. And when they get that power, they abuse it. They end up offending men. They end up, doing men all kind of ways. I've seen that. you know, some people don't know how to handle a position. Some people don't know how to handle power. There's different offices in this walk, man. Some guys you give power to and they become power freaks, man. They didn't have power in the world. They wasn't nobody in the world. So when they come into truth, now they're just rah rah. You got guys. I've seen guys like that. All right, they're not here no more. most of them, you know, but, that's what it is. All these things just to, put things in perspective, all right? Because what do we really need here? You know, that's why the scripture says, let me get it. This is Proverbs 30:7. Two things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Right, and the Lord knows how to dose and portion every brother, every man in this truth, according to what they need. All right, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is Yahweh? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain. All right, So yeah, give me neither poverty nor riches, man. Give me what I need to get to the next level, so to speak. All right, from one glory to another. We travel light. The scripture says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life." All right, that he may please him who have chose him to be a soldier. Soldier goes, it's synonymous with the word solitary. All right, and in truth, we are solitary. We're a body. We're one, but at the same time, you're alone. We're all alone. We're not alone, but we are alone. If you know what I mean. It's just like I like to use the example of fighter jets. They fly in succession with each other. They fly in like birds. A formation. But in truth, you're in that cockpit by yourself, man. You're in that cockpit by yourself, man. If the plane goes down, you're the one who goes down, man. If you miss a shot, if you shoot aiming at something and you shot it and you missed, okay, that's on you. All right. So, what do we really need? And it goes into the question, why are we really here? If you're here for anything other than salvation, then you're here for the wrong reasons. At the end of the day, we're just here for salvation, man. To make it. If I have some wisdom to impart to a brother, then so be it. If I could be a help, cool. Whatever I can do to help the body, But being brought low is not always a bad thing, whether it be financially, whether it be in status or anything. Anything. Maybe you lost a woman. Maybe you lost a job. This place is about losing. As the scripture says, we brought nothing into this world and we could take nothing out. And just like Judas had to go to his place, we all got to go to our place. Yahweh Shem Shah has a place for everybody. I don't know if I'm of the elect or not, but if I am, then I have a place among the elect, wherever that is. I just simply want to fulfill my office, whatever my office is, and it takes time sometimes to know what you're good at and where you fit in this truth. But once you fit there and you see that's where you're at, then you have to go hard in your office, man. You go hard in the position that you were given, you know. But yeah, you know, a mean estate is not always to be contemned. You know, it's not always a bad thing to be brought low. You know, I found that being brought low is a hell of a character builder. It builds character, you know, because over my time in this truth, I've seen a lot of men that are truly lacking in character. Okay. Truly lacking in character, you know. And you know, being brought low and suffering is a hell of a character builder, man. You know, if you can endure it. If you can endure being brought low, then you're flexing spiritual muscles and mental muscles that you didn't even know you had. You know, you're flexing muscles that you didn't even know you had, man. You're becoming something greater than what you were. You know, and it comes with not being fake. It comes with not being phony. It comes with being approachable, tangible. All right. And one thing I can say about myself, I've always tried to be transparent. I've always tried to be approachable. I've always tried to be, as the scripture says, I will not hide myself from my own flesh. You know, I won't hide myself from the body. I try to be very visible. You know, because sometimes when you become not visible, you don't want to be too visible. You don't want to be too invisible. The scriptures say that, man. It talks about when you're sitting with a rich man. It says don't sit too far off. You know, roughly paraphrasing from him. You know, just roughly paraphrasing that scripture. You know, so you know, being brought low, I found that it, like I said, is a character builder, and you know, there's no fakeness in it. There's nothing fake about suffering, man. You know, and I try to be the same person every time brothers see me, man. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't hide nothing, you know. Um, I try to be the same person that every time brothers see me, man. I'm not fake. I'm not phony. I'm not one way in front of brothers and then one way around other people. I've never been that way. Hell, I wasn't even that way in the world, you know. But yeah, man, you know, don't let being brought low bring you low, if you know what I mean. The scripture says, in fact, let me grab it. This is Sirach 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art brought to a low estate, right? Be patient when thou art brought to a low estate, man. When you're brought low, just sit back and watch, man. Sit back and chill and let the Lord work, man. Because you might be because men are brought low. Some men are brought low to be exalted later on. You know, just sit back, be patient, and just chill. Serve out your sentence and be cool, just like Bone Thug said. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right. I think it's one more, brother. Let me see. This is what I'm looking for. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yep, this is James 1 and 9. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away. Right? Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, and the Lord will exalt you in due time if you are to be exalted, if that is, what the Lord has for you. Other than that, we're in the trenches. We're in the trenches. The food is bitter. The floor is cold. But we soldiers, man. We're grunts. And like the apostles said, grunts could take it, man. All right. Grunts can take it. I've always been a grunt. I was a grunt in the world, you know, even more so in this truth. You know, I'm just a grunt. I'm just a soldier. That's just what I am. You know, whether within whether within good graces or whether without. Whether I was just sat down, whether I was excommunicated, I still was able to pull out my compass. You know what I'm saying? My canteen, and pull out the blueprints and get to work, man. Because that's what this is about. That's why I'm here. I'm here for this work, man. You know, I'm here to do this work. Whatever office that I'm in, I'm here to fulfill that office. And then that's it until the Lord returns, And as the scripture says, blessed is the man whom the Lord come shall find so doing, man. All right. But yeah, that's a little lesson, this is words of encouragement, Hope there's some edification within it. Shalom.